Hi guys, this is just a short video about this pedal. I call this Fuck the Tube Screamer because it has a real tube, um, unlikely the Tube Screamer. And what it is, it's basically a valve caster circuit, if you're familiar with it. It's just a basic tube circuit with one double triode ECC 82 or 1287, I think, yeah. And yeah, what it does, it has two potentiometers, one for the gain, I'll describe it later, and one for the output volume, which is just a potentiometer regulating the output volume of the tube. So yeah, that's it. I'll show you the quick demo of the sound at the end of the video, but now let's just get to the circuitry. So here's the basic description of this circuit. I posted the picture somewhere in the comment section so you can look at it better, because I don't know about the camera's quality, but yeah, let's get to it. So first I get this input. You can get it from jack probably, and it goes through this 100 nanofarad capacitor. In the original circuit there was like 47 nanofarads I think, but I didn't have those, so I just grabbed those 100 nanofarads and it works flawless. So no problem with that. Here's the grid leak resistor, 1 meg. It's stated in the datasheet, so yeah, put this just 1 meg and it will be completely fine. And it goes straight to ground, and from ground there's 100k. I replaced the original 50k with the 100k to adjust my gain better. And what it does is basically, you know, it sets the bias of this first triode, so that adjusts the gain of the first section. And here is the plate. It's powered here by the output from the power limiter. I'll show it later. And yeah, it's powered through this 220k resistor right to the plate, and from the plate it also comes another 100 nanofarad capacitor, which goes to the second grid of the tube. And this is basically the second output stage, or not output, just gain stage, and it gains the signal even more. So the cathode of this second triode goes straight to ground, and yeah, the little bit amplified signal goes in there to the second grid, and even more amplified signal goes here through the 1 microfarad bipolar capacitor. I tried the electrolytic polarized capacitor, but it didn't work as well as this one, so I recommend you to find some 1 microfarad capacitor. It doesn't have to be for some extremely high voltages, since we're only operating at something about 12 volts, so mine is about 100 volts and it's pretty small to fit in the case, so I think it won't be a problem there. And finally it goes to the volume potentiometer, which is 10k, but it can be 50k, it can be 100k, it doesn't matter. Basically what it does is just adjust the volume. It acts like a voltage divider between the output signal and ground, so yeah, you can adjust the output voltage here. And one thing I want to talk about is this power limiter, because I don't have it here, but I'll get to that right now. And that's the thing, I add it because I think it's very important for those tubes to not be heated as it was in the circuit, the original circuit on the valve caster. So I'll get to that right now. So here's the power limiter circuit. It's basically just a boost converter with a protection diode, and there's also some magic going on. I'll get to that later. But first, here goes the VCC. It can be something from 5 volts to 9 volts, even 12 volts. I run it at 12 volts normally. So here it gets rectified, or it's more like for you know, protection, but if you have right polarized power adapter and you aren't worried about you know, putting like opposite voltage, then you can remove this diode. It's not necessary to run this. And here it comes to boost converter, and this boost converter gets the voltage up to 12.6 volt DC, and even if the input voltage changes, this output voltage should stay the same. It's 12.6 volt DC because the tubes like ECC83 or ECC82, which I'm using right there, they can be heated up with 12.6 volts DC. So I'm using this voltage to heat up the tube and also as a plate voltage. But if you have a tube that's cold and you run 12 volts to it, it will glow like a light bulb, so that's a little bit dangerous, and that's why I put this 33 ohm resistor right there. And here's the switch. Normally it's closed, yeah, and I'll show you that on the pedal itself, because yeah, I think you'll better understand there. And basically what it does, it's limiting the voltage, so the filament heats up just a little bit and it'll overcome that cold start which it would have normally, and then I just like let the button go to its normal state, and it will show this resistor, and you know, the current will go right there and straight to the power limiter output, which then is connected to the filament of the tube. So basically, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so here's the magic switch I was talking of. I placed it here because it's nice and safe there, and like I said, it's normally closed. It's the opposite of normal push button, you know, because normal push button, if you press it, it will just short its leads, and this does the complete opposite. It's normally closed, and if I push this, it will open, and if this is opened, then it will allow the current flow through the resistor, which will limit the voltage on the heating and on the plate, so the tube won't be as much as damaged, and you can, you know, lengthen the lifespan of the tube. But I don't know if there are still some sellers that are selling this tube, but there are plenty of those at, you know, eBay and such websites, so I won't worry much about that. I have maybe 4 or 5 of those tubes, so I'm not worried about damaging one of them.